Well, I'm very influenced by Hegel, who did have a kind of world historical picture. And I don't agree with Hegel's conclusions, but I think he had a breadth of vision about the relation of history and philosophy that I learned a lot from and I find still very powerful. And his trajectory, the story that one comes away with trying to grapple with Hegel's philosophy, is a story of human understanding and political practice moving from a very firmly located, particular, rooted, bounded political experience, say going back to the Greek city-state. Gradually, with the advent of Christianity and ultimately the Enlightenment, universalism, a kind of move away from the local and the particular as the source of meaning or obligation or allegiance toward a kind of universal appreciation of the claims of humankind. So this would find expression in the Enlightenment. But then Hegel said that was not enough, that was not self-sufficient, it was too unrooted, it wasn't connected, it was a kind of abstract moral outlook that wasn't rooted in an actual embodied ethical life. And so the next part of the project was to try to reconcile or bring together, or hold together even in attention perhaps, the universalist aspirations of the Enlightenment, of Enlightenment reason, secular reason, on the one hand, with a sense of belonging and rootedness and place in the world, a kind of situated mode of life on the other. So that was the way Hegel set up the problem. And I think in casting the problem in that way, or the challenge, I think he had a deep insight. Now, he had a particular solution having to do with the end of history and so on that I don't agree with, and it's very difficult to credit or believe in today. But especially today with the tension between the globalizing tendencies of the economy and the revival of particular ethnic, national, religious, regional beliefs, yearnings, and claims, I think we see still the tension between the universalizing aspiration with the desire to find a particular, of men and women to find a particular place in the world. And there was great confidence 2 centuries, even a century ago, that eventually religious differences would fade away, national differences would cease to have significance, and we would kind of all be citizens of the world, individuals, but also universal citizens. But the middle terms of moral life and the middle terms of public life have had a staying power, which is why we see the revival of nationalism, of religion, sometimes with a dark consequence. And so I think the basic challenge of reconciling the universal aspiration to freedom with a sense of situation in a particular place in the world, I think that challenge is with us still.